So Islam Makhachev's coach, Javier Mendez, says that a move to middleweight would not be a problem for Islam Makhachev. So just fuck welterweight. We're going straight to the big boys at middleweight. Yeah, you know, this whole thing with kind of thinking about how champions, UFC champions would do at different weight classes. It's a beautiful talking point. I think it's very interesting. I think it opens It opens up possibilities for a lot of interesting conversations. I've done the same thing with Ilie Topuria. I've done the same thing with Alexandre Pantoja. Just fighters who are doing so well in their division that it makes you question whether or not they'd be good in other divisions. And I never really thought about Islam Makhachev moving and trying his luck at a different division. But, it's largely because Islam has been staying at his division and usually just fighting smaller fighters that try to move up and fight him. Alexander Volkanovski, for example, or just fighting fighters at his weight class. But he's never really tried to make a move to a different weight class and fight there. I think it would be very interesting to see him at welterweight. I think he would definitely enjoy not having to cut as much weight. And I think that Islam's skills definitely translate, at least to welterweight. I don't know about middleweight. Islam Makhachev is 5'10", so that's not tall for a middleweight fighter. So, he's really got to worry about some things. But Javier Mendez, his coach, is saying that he wouldn't have issues. I would predict that he would. Islam Makhachev's skill set is incredible. He can grapple extremely well. He's well versed in the Dagestani grappling style, which is undefeated. And really just amazing to me. I hold the Dagestani grappling style in the highest regard. So Islam's got that down packed. And above that, he's got stellar striking. So that's why I refer to him as the next step in the evolution of the Russian fighter in MMA. So, he's got that. And I think those things could definitely translate over to a new weight class, especially welterweight. What worries me about Islam Makhachev and how well he would do at middleweight is his height. It really is, Like I said, he's 5'10". So it isn't like extremely short, but it's short. It's short, and I think it will pose problems in terms of reach. And when you're fighting guys like Israel Adesanya, Nasruddin Imavov, lengthy middleweights that can really kind of piece you up from outside the pocket, you really just got to be careful. And I think Islam's really got to be careful. But Islam is a great striker, so you never really know. It just kind of creates a lot of questions that need answering. And in order to answer those questions, you really got to see how good Islam is at welterweight. So to really thoroughly and effectively answer whether or not Islam Makhachev will be great at middleweight, you just got to see the version that he's able to produce at welterweight. So we got to wait till he makes that move. But I think Islam definitely deserves to make the move, especially after beating Arman Sakarian. So if Islam beats Arman, I think it is high time for an immediate move to another division to test his luck there. I think Islam has been at the lightweight division defending his belt for quite a while now, and he more than deserves a chance at beating another champion. So yeah, why not give it to him? And I'll do you one better. I'll make a prediction between Islam and the current middleweight champ, Dricus. So let's say, for some reason, I'll wait for that. I'm gonna wait till we see Islam in welterweight, and after I see how good Islam is at welterweight, then I'll give you a prediction about how Islam would do against the then current middleweight champ. But right now, I'll give you a prediction about Islam versus Bilal, because Bilal is the current welterweight champ. Islam and Bilal. Maybe Islam's not going to even fight Bilal. Forget that. Islam doesn't really fight guys from his camp or guys who are close to his friend group or close to Khabib. And Bilal has been learning under Khabib and learning under Islam, so I doubt that Islam will fight Bilal. However, if Shavkat's able to beat Bilal, then Islam could fight Shavkat. But I don't know. The whole Dagestani friendship thing kind of makes this weird, so I can't really talk about potential fight between Islam and Bilal because of how close they are. So maybe Camp Khabib is going to have Islam skip welterweight altogether and just, build all the way up to middleweight and just kind of have no weight cut and just actually weight bulk. But I think Islam is heavy, though. I think they say that off season or while he's not in fight camp, Islam is a fairly heavy dude. So I don't know. We have to see. We have to see. But overall, I think it's very interesting, and I would, if Islam skips welterweight altogether and goes straight into the middleweight division, he's gonna have to really prepare himself. He's gonna have to almost reinvent himself cardio-wise and durability-wise, and even altogether, because you look at a fighter like John Jones and his move to heavyweight, and although John absolutely humiliated Cyril Gane, he didn't look great. He didn't look fast against Cyril. Again, he was able to humiliate Cyril, but it was his fight against Stipe that was most recent. That was where John looked great. So I think some fighters, when they make a move to these heavier weight classes, they may need a fight to kind of, feel themselves out, see how they feel. Islam may not need that, who knows? But, I just hope that Camp Khabib is very cautious with Islam if he wants to make a move to middleweight, and they really kind of gauge everything about Islam fighting-wise to make sure he's truly ready for a battle with some bigger boys. Because again, like a 5'10" Islam against a 6-something, Nasruddin Imavov against a 6-something Israel Adesanya, even against a 6-something Paulo Costa or a 6-something Marvin Vettori, like guys like that are, just really tall, big middleweights that may give Islam problems range-wise, but maybe not grappling-wise. If Islam's able to get a hold of these guys, they might be fucked. So you really just got to wait and see. But overall, I look forward to it. I would definitely encourage it, and it would be very interesting. But let me know what you think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. But most importantly, subscribe. I love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next.